Chains creaked. She walked to the front yard. No one. But on the floor of the front porch, in neat order, was her father's wallet, his hat, a picture of her mother, of Helen, of herself, and of a young boy. On top of each photo was a heart-shaped stone. Stones they'd collected together at the lake. Their heart stones. Their hearts. She assumed the boy to be her father as a child, during a happier time. A time he wished he could go back to, before migraines. There was her family, lined up, paper on wood. The edges of the photos fluttered in the breeze. Her father had headaches. Cielle knew dust and pollen made them worse every year, and that doctors said there was nothing to do for them but wait out the season. "How does a farmer wait out a season?" her father would say. "Do they expect I sit in the house with a wet towel over my face?" He said it hurt to walk, felt his head was caving in. He'd moan deep and low at night, as if there were something inside him trying to push up and out. He'd writhe on the bed, on the floor. He'd hit his forehead with his fists, hoping to jar and get rid of the pain. Once he asked Cielle to rub his temples, asked her if she felt anything out of the ordinary. "Nothing," she said. "Just your regular head." "My head is pulsing. It's pressure all over. How is a farmer allergic to everything, Cielle? That's the sorriest thing I ever heard." Cielle went upstairs and laid her satchel on her bed. From her window she saw the barn. Faded red paint and stone, tall and long, dark windows. She leaned down, put both hands on her bed, and shut her eyes. That morning before school, she'd collected chicken eggs. She'd scrubbed them with a damp nail brush by the coop behind the barn and rinsed them in hot bleach water. She'd set up a chair and small table and laid the eggs on a towel to dry. Her father had said it might be time to cut for hay, and he walked the field. He stood far off. They had 100 acres, some of it wooded, but mostly fields. And he seemed small in the tall alfalfa. She could make out his hands on his head, as if he were holding himself together. He'd faced the woods and stood for some time, as if he were waiting for a sign of clouds or rain. They needed the water. After rain, the air would clear and the allergies and headaches would be lessened or gone for days. Then her father turned toward her, the house, the barn. Cielle waved. He held his arms high and a high-pitched, fluttery whistle reached her, distinct and clear. It was the bird call he'd taught her. She'd asked him what he thought it meant, and he told her those birds were saying, "I'm right here. Find me." She heard noise in her mother's room. She walked the narrow hall, ran her hand along the beadboard wall. She kept slow and steady. If she moved any faster, she'd trip over her own feet and fall face first, heavy like a wooden door. She found her mother in the clawfoot tub, lying still, looking at her feet in front of her. She did not bathe in the afternoon or during drought. Cielle sat on the rim and couldn't remember when she'd last seen her mother naked. Her arms and legs were tanned. Her stomach was white, rounded and swollen as if she were pregnant. Her nipples were wide brown circles. "I found Daddy," Cielle said. Her mother looked up at Cielle blankly, as if she couldn't quite locate her. She pulled her knees to her chest and lifted her right foot out of the water. The skin was white and shriveled. "Have you seen this blister on my foot? It doesn't want to go away."